Dre DiMura, hanging with Guitar Center, and today we're gonna check out the Line 6 HX1 stereo effects pedal. I'm an artist and guitar player. I've toured the world as a session musician at the arena, amphitheater, and festival levels, and supported artists on TV shows like America's Got Talent. The HX1 is a versatile stereo effects pedal with over 250 effects taken from the HX family processors. It's like a successor to the M5. It also features a really unique Flux Controller, which acts like an expression pedal so that you can automate any or all parameters on an effect over a set period of time, making it perfect for things like swells into a chorus or pitch bends. There are plenty of ins and outs on the pedal. We have MIDI in, out, and through, stereo in and outs, connection for an expression pedal or 2 external foot switches, as well as USB-C for backing up and syncing presets with HX1 Librarian and updating firmware on your device. You can also adjust the input impedance and choose between true and buffered DSP bypass. With over 250 effects, it's really easy to dial in whatever sound or style you're playing, and it's really easy to cycle between categories to choose an effect. All you have to do is push down and turn on the knob to cycle through different categories. As you can see, we have reverb, delay, modulation effects, EQ, dynamics. I'm going to start with a distortion sound for now. Then I can turn the knob again to cycle through the effects, or press down to open a drop-down menu. I'm going to go with the Arbitrator fuzz sound. Let's check it out. That's one of my favorite effects from the bigger Helix family members, and it carries over to this pedal perfectly. Now, I can adjust the parameters here with the knobs below the screen on the pedal. So if I want to dial back the gain a little bit maybe, and switch pickups to get a different sound, I can do that on the OLED display. Now we'll move on to the modulation category. I really like this retro real mod tape emulation sound. The original effect is really subtle. It adds a nice shimmer to the guitar tone that I really like, but I want something a little more extreme. So I've assigned the wow to the expression pedal that I've connected to the HX1. Let's hear how that sounds. That's just one of the really cool things that you can do with the HX1 when you have the expression pedal connected. Now let's check out a delay. Let's start with a vintage digital delay and then dial in something a little bit more fun and extreme. I can also change the tempo of that delay with the tap button here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one more effect that I want to try in the delay section, again, that I really love from the bigger members of the HX family, and that is the reverse delay. I love to get like a cool Beatley sound with this to emulate George Harrison on those awesome Beatles recordings with the reverse guitar. Now that sounds really cool, but I also want to try a 100% wet reverse delay with my guitar right now, so I can access extra parameters using the arrows on the pedal, which give me access to more parameters using the knobs below the OLED screen. So I'm going to turn the mix up to 100% now. Next up is reverb. I'm gonna go with the Shimmer reverb today. Let's hear how that sounds. One way I could see this pedal being really useful is to free up space on your board at a live gig or rehearsal. There might be some boutique-y effects like the Shimmer reverb that you would only use once during a song or in the set, and instead of having to bring out independent, bulky pedals to get that one effect or in that one moment, you could do it with the HX1 instead. Just for fun, I've mapped the mix parameter on the reverb to the expression pedal. Let's hear how that sounds. All new to the HX series with this pedal is the addition of the Flux Controller. To hear it in action, let's check out the Flux switch with the glitch delay. You can use Flux creatively like that, or in place of an expression pedal for more subtle sounds. Here's how it sounds with the distortion pedal. Flux is a really cool feature because it basically allows you to automate the parameters inside of the pedal the way that you could with software like HX Edit or on a Line 6 Helix, but in Stompbox form. I could see the HX1 being a great addition to the toolkit of any guitarist, bassist, or keyboardist. It would be a welcome sight on my pedal board, I can tell you that much, being so versatile and sounding so good. It's not just quantity over quality, it's both. You have quality and quantity here with over 250 different effects. I could see it especially being useful to beginners who are beginning their tone journey, searching for their sound, having the opportunity to try out all different effects in different categories to figure out what resonates with you. To learn more about the Line 6 HX1 stereo effects pedal, you can check it out now at guitarcenter.com, contact one of their expert gear advisors, or play it for yourself at your local GC store.